They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Bruh.
We got, oh yeah.
I did say Big Daddy Cactus. I just said it again. There we go.
Big Daddy Cactus. I hate you, York. You made me do that. Flip's sake.
I'm stalking Big Daddy Cactus.
What is going on? Where have these packs come from?
Yo, hype.
Double banger.
They ask you how you
I love gold.
Find your love.
What did he say? Bruh.
Oh yeah, welcome in everybody, welcome in. We're doing another chill night here tonight. I know normally when I do these art ranking review streams, I'm usually saying like everyone get in your PJs or get in your comfies or whatever it is. Young Brain, welcome in. And any of the early game that came might have come in earlier. But normally I know you guys might be in your comfies or in your PJs or whatever it is. I am going a little bit later than I normally do for one of these art ranking review streams. Normally like on a Sunday I would go about like 7:38, so I did push it a little bit later because there was a lot of people going live tonight with everything going on. Yo, Trainer Glenn, welcome in. Hope you're good. And he's like, oh, with the Gardevoirs, ready to talk about some artwork from Journey Together. We're hyped. Thank you if you did watch my video earlier today. It might be a little hot topic for some people. We're talking about Journey Together being a small set, but I'm hyped for it. I'm super hyped for this weekend. I should have product coming tomorrow. No, it's all good. No, it's all good. So I should have product coming tomorrow from Smoke and Mirrors, and then I should have a bunch of. So tomorrow is an order with. I have a booster box coming, a bundle, and an ETB. And I think for this Sunday I'm going to do a booster box, and we're going to do booster box battles on Sunday. And my warm up will be an ETB, and then we'll also do like I'll give some extra cards, goodies, some vintage stuff for end of stream giveaway. So that should be pretty hype. I haven't watched it, but I did hit the like button. Oh, I appreciate it. So that's still cool. Yo, Pajama Sam. Speaking of Pajama Sam, I was just talking about how normally when we do these art ranking streams, like I say in the description, I say like, guys, when we talk about the art, we're just chill. We're in our PJs, we're in our comfies, and Pajama Sam, you're coming in. So I hope you're all right too. But yes, we will be talking about the artwork, A Journey Together. I don't expect that this stream is going to take me more than a little over an hour, maybe an hour and a half top. So if you can't stick around the whole time, that's completely okay. So don't worry about it. If you have to go, like, again, I know I'm streaming at 9 o'clock Eastern for me. So some of you guys might even possibly be watching me in the UK or in Europe. So it could be like 2 or 3 in the morning for you guys. So I completely understand if you can only stay for like 10, 15 minutes or whatever it is. So I appreciate you still popping in. Yo, we got Luna Blue Rose. She's like, I'm here, but I'm lurking and napping. No, Luna, I know you got a nap. So if like for the next 45 minutes, I appreciate you still popping in, dropping a like and all that good stuff. So if you can't stick around, I know, take your nap, because you're going to be doing your graveyard shift at work. So I completely understand. I completely get it. Don't worry about it. But guys, without further ado, again, so the purpose of today's stream is we're going to do art rankings. If you've never been to one of my art ranking review streams before, I talk about all the artwork from a new set. And so obviously today's is the whole focus is Journey Together. And because it's a small set, as I said, it should only take me maybe a little bit over an hour and a half tops to go over all the artwork. I'm gonna give it a rank from S tier being like the absolute best. Like S tier means like, and I'll show you guys the chart here. And if you want to follow along on your own and make your own tier maker list, if you go to the pinned comment at the top of your live stream chat, there's a tier maker list link that you can click on that link and then make your own tier list if you want to follow along with us. Yo, Krippendorf, welcome in. How's it going? Fish Frenzy Addiction. Krippendorf and Fish Frenzy, as I'm just reminding everyone, if you're new here before, you can make your own list and follow along. And in the chat, like as I'm going from one artwork to the next, you guys can also share your opinion in the chat. I mean, we're obviously going to have some differing opinions. That is one of the best parts about this hobby, is that, you know, there might be one artwork that you guys love that maybe I'm personally not too crazy about. So sometimes personal bias will come in here with these art rankings. So S tier, I think, is like sublime. I wouldn't change anything. A tier is like damn near perfect. Maybe there's like one, maybe minor two things I change. You know, B tier is solid, but there's more things I would have talked to maybe the artist. Like if I was working with them, I'd say, hey, like maybe we should have also fixed this. You know, C tier is like middle average. It's fine, whatever. D is like, okay, there's a lot of problems I feel like there is with this piece. And then if there's like a complete failure of a piece, or like I just don't like it, and my personal bias again could come in there, that's like F tier. So as we go through these artworks here today, you guys, again, feel free to let me know in the chat what you would grade a specific card as I'm going through these. We're going to be talking about the art rare cards from this set. There's 13. There are is it 12 full arts? 12 full arts, or is it 11? It's one of those two, right? And I know 4 of those full arts from this set are like the trainer ones, like where it has like the trainer kind of behind the Pokemon. There's 3 full art trainers, and then there's the 6 SARs and 3 golds, and then we'll wrap it up after that. So, yo, Fish Frenzy, what are you saying, Crazy Cactus? You know I agreed with you. You're Big Daddy Cactus. Thank you. I am Big Daddy Cactus. Isn't that what Chloe calls me?
I did say Big Daddy Cactus. I just said it again. There we go.
She just said it again. There we go. All right. So, guys, let me go over to my screen here, and I'll show you how this is all set up here. So, if I hit this button, it should go over to how I have this all set up here, ready to go. So, here we go. So, again, I'm starting with art rares. We'll move into full arts. So, you're going to see me in the bottom corner of your screen now, because I want to give you guys more of a way to see my tier maker list up here, and the artworks over there, right? On your screen, or if you're watching me on your phone or on your TV or whatever. So we're gonna start with Maractus the Cactus. This is the very first art rare of the set. So I love this card for obvious reasons. I mean, it's Maractus the Cactus. I have it freaking, you see it over here, Maractus on my logo. It's on my shirt, for God's sakes. Maractus is on the back of my shirt with Gardevoir, okay? So having said that, do I think it's S tier? Do I think it's like absolutely sublime, like S tier, like, oh my God, like I got to have this card. Of course, I'm going to want this card for my master set of Turn It Together. So, do I think that the artwork is S tier? Not necessarily. And let me talk about one principle here real quick that I get joked about by Mike, and you know, Adriana jokes with me about, and I know Luna jokes with me about this a lot. She really pokes me about this. There's something called, let me go back to full screen here real quick. There is something in art called the rule of thirds. Now, a lot of graphic designers know about this. If you work with computers and do graphic design, or if you're a photographer, painter, sketcher, like whatever medium you work with art, there's something called the rule of thirds. Okay, words if 3, right? So the rule of thirds states this: if you have like, when I talk about the cards, here's the card, right? This outer edge is the whole card, right? Now, the rule of thirds states that if you want to make an interesting picture, you want to draw, if you draw like 2 imaginary horizontal lines a third of the way, draw 2 horizontal lines across, and then 2 lines vertically, again, a third of the way across and a third of the way across. Where those lines intersect is where you want the subject of your image to be. So if you're a photographer, it's more visually interesting. Like if I'm taking a picture of you, it would be more visually interesting to have like me take your picture with your head over here, like your face where these 2 lines intersect. If I took the picture of you always like, if I always took pictures of my subjects where like the face is always in the center of the image, it's here, or it's over here, or it's like in the middle of where these 2 lines intersect, that's visually boring. So a lot of artists and graphic designers, they don't want to do that because our eyes are naturally want to go to the corners of things. So if you're ever in a museum or you're looking through like a photo album or whatever you're doing, our eyes naturally go towards the corners of images. It's just how our brain chemistry is with visual stuff. Okay, so that's why a lot of you know, first year students in art school or in photography or whatever will learn about this rule of thirds. And this applies to not just images that are in like a portrait sense, but also landscape. So if you're like a landscape painter, you also kind of want to do the same thing. So it's like, oh, if you're drawing like mountains in a forest, you probably might want to have your mountains like where these lines intersect kind of over here. And then maybe you'll have a nice tall tree like in the foreground close to the viewer, like right where these two lines intersect. So like the tree would go up here and then maybe end here. So visually, you always kind of want to keep that in mind. So there's going to be times where I talk about these cards today, and I talk about the rule of thirds in previous releases of this whole art ranking series where I talk about the rule of thirds. So if you hear me talking about that here, that's what I'm talking about. So why am I bringing up the rule of thirds at the very beginning? Well, because let's look at this Maractus one more time. I would rank this a little bit lower. Like I'm going to show you, like right now I'm going to click and drag my Maractus, and you can do this on your own. If you click on the tier maker list, you can drag it wherever you want. I'm going to put Maractus in the A range. Now, eventually this might get pushed down lower A range, but right now there's nothing else in the A tier right up there to kind of move it around. So right now, I would give it like a solid A, maybe like A minus, but you know, again, things are going to get moved around as I go. And feel free again to click the link in the description of this stream or in your the pinned comment in your live stream if you want to follow along and make your own list. But we also got Kevin Klinger in here. Kevin, welcome in. Emmy Racing, what's up, everyone? Hope you guys are having a good day. I've been having a solid day, been having fun. I was just in Mike's stream. I was just in Gladiator's stream, so Albert's stream, having a good time in there. So yeah. But let's talk about this Maractus again. So I like the artwork. I like the colors. I like the lighting in this piece is really nice with like all the light rays coming in. I agree to disagree. And Fish Frenzy, that is okay. We're going to disagree. Like Charlie says B, and that's okay. So again, feel free, you guys, to make your own list as we go here. Let me just move this down a little bit more. Is that? Hold on. It's not letting me do that. Let's move this down. Is it letting? Okay, we're good. I think we're good. Hold on. Let me move this down. There we go. Is that better? I think I like that. Okay. So Maractus to start off, I'm gonna give it an A. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Articuno. The Articuno, I just saw Pokeballer Mike, again, I was just watching him earlier. Within like 2 hours ago, I saw him pull this, right? Fantastic card. The lighting on it looks great. The colors are great. All the whites and the blues and everything. Articuno is also like a special favorite of mine. It was one of the first legendary, I think it was the first legendary bird I caught in my original copy of Pokemon Blue, like way back when I was like 10, 11 years old. So I'm definitely partial to Articuno. I like the pose of it and how it's flying through the air, how it's looking back at us. I like all the kind of foliage that kind of like on the borders of the piece all wrap around it. And if you do the rule of thirds, it's very close to being in the rule of thirds. So I just think it's stunning. Again, I just saw Mike pull this literally like 2 hours ago. It looked amazing. The lighting on it looked great. The foil effect on it looked stunning. So this is one of the things that I would mark as high. So it looks like Charlie and Luna also agree with me. I was literally about to... me, it's an S tier. And by the way, guys, if I get too wordy or if I'm lost for words, it's because sometimes art overwhelms me. I love looking at art, talking about art, and all that good stuff. So I would rank it S tier. So that's where I'm going to put it for right now. And again, so it could get pushed down into the S tier by some of these other SIRs as we get to later. So, because come on, some of those SIRs that we're going to get to are pretty fantastic, right? So, and again, thank you, Charlie, for popping in here as well. We're going to go to the next one. The next one is Young Brain. Welcome back in. The next one is Waylord. I'm not a huge fan of Waylord. I do really like the colors of this piece, though. But I'm gonna immediately put it in a tier because I don't want to be like, I don't want to see what people say in the chat. I'm not super hyped about this card though. I'm gonna give it a solid C. This is my personal bias coming in here, guys. I'm not like, oh my god, I love Waylord and everything. I just I do appreciate the colors. I think the artist did a great job on those. The details in the background are great. But I'm just not crazy about it. I'm not like, oh my god, Waylord, yay! Does it look awesome in person, by the way? Okay, so, I mean, I understand. I see you guys all disagreeing, all A's. Okay, definitely we're not going to agree on this one. So, again, this is my personal bias coming in here. Just Waylord, I don't know. I wish it could have been maybe some other Pokemon. It's nice to see Waylord actually get, like, a little bit of love here, so I do appreciate Pokemon for giving Waylord the chance. Jonathan86, yo, wait, hold on, we got a bunch of people pop in here. Jonathan86 popping in here. Buzz P popping in here. So also giving it the A. Luna says, love the colors. Looks awesome in person. But So I'm giving it a C, so which means it's not like a C is not like very bad. A C is just like, in my opinion, it's just middle of the range. It's fine card. Again, I'm giving the artist props for the colors, the level of detail in the background, even like the little detail of the waves at the top of the piece with like the sun is gorgeous, right? And the sailboat up there, and even there's like a little mountain range in that top right corner. That's awesome, right? So fantastic. BuzzPeep says I own it in Japanese and I love it. So maybe later when I pull this. Oh, yo, we got Adriana Banana. We dropped some bananas in the chat here. Jonathan86 is already ahead of me. She's already given all those hugs to all them peoples. Look at all those hugs and those hearts and everything. So she's popping in here. Appreciate you, Artie, if you guys could drop some bananas for my girlfriend popping in here. She loves to talk about art too. She's very artistically minded, just like myself. So I appreciate you, Banana, for popping in. But so Waylord is fine, and you know what? Maybe later after the stream, and once I start opening the set, and once I pull this in person, like maybe I will have to modify this list later. Maybe move it up to B, possibly A tier. So it could just be one of those cards that I really have to see it in person, which I have changed my art rankings later, even after I've closed out a stream or, you know, after I've shared it in the Discord or whatever. So that's a strong possibility. Yo, Adriana's getting a blue heart from Luna Blue Rose. It's not a fish. It's a whale mammal. Yeah, it's massive, right? So, all right, guys, let's go to the next one. I really love this card. I really do. I love the color. I'm not gonna waste any time. I love this card. I really do. I love the cutesy style of it. I love the colors. I think they're fantastic. It's just so cartoony and fun and like whimsical. And I mean, come on, like even little details, like if you look in the cloud, you see the cloud is shaped like a Magnemite, right? And she's the little chibi version of her, just having a sandwich with like the Kilowattrel kind of enveloping her like with its wing. And even the Kilowattrel has like, I don't know, one of the berries in its mouth, having a good time. And in the middle of this kind of flower-covered meadow with a picnic basket. There's just details upon details. It looks like the artwork style is simple, but the more you dive into it, the more you're like, wow, there's that. And look, there's even like, she even has a little like drink cup, like under like where his or her wing is at. Like there's just, the more you look at it, the more you find like there's the petals that are like kind of in the foreground of the piece. And one of the petals, I mean, look at it. Look right here. Can you see this? Like the petals look like heart-shaped. I don't know if you guys see that on do you see that on the screen? Hold on. Oh no, you don't see it on the screen, do you? Well, hold on. If I can't show it because like the mouse won't go over to that side of the screen, but there's like the petals, you can see that like they're heart shaped. There's like more amazing little details that I'm finding the more I look at it. And that's what I love about this piece. It's just everything. It's just, it all comes together so well. Even the little bit of simple lighting on the basket. I mean, look at the basket. On the basket, you can see the brown. You can see like the highlights of the basket. Your brain knows, okay, that's a basket. Like, and you can tell like the weaves. Like, you know how baskets have like the weaving of like the whatever, the vines or however you make the basket. Like your brain tells you, oh, that's woven. That's a woven basket because of just because they added those bits of the highlights and the way that they did it. So it's stunning. It's an S tier for me all day long. I love it, and I think it's just awesome. Okay. Next one. Okay, this is a little bit of I can't mark this S tier. I don't think I can even mark this A tier. And let me tell you why right off the bat. The colors are washed out. I don't know what happened here. Like, is it because of the sunlight coming in through like a window here, like off to this side of the piece, and it just washed out all the color like in her face and of her skin and of the rimbombi and everything? It just washed out all the color. I don't know what happened there. I would have talked to the artist and said, like, I think that the sunlight coming in is way too harsh. I think you need to tone it back and bring back more of the color, like in her face and in her eyes. The eyes are dull. Her hair has some good highlights to it. Like the hair is the only thing that's like kind of salvageable, but like the rest of her body is so like washed out because of the color. It's too bright. Now, but then you look at the vase or the vase, however you want to say that word, with the flowers. Like the lighting on those is fine. like of that little purple vase with like the nice pink flowers. The lighting on that looks fine. The colors of the glass look fine, and also that other slightly taller glass bottle with like the little white flowers in it, that looks fine. Like the lighting on that is fine. Why isn't that level of kind of richness of color like with her, the rest of her, with her body? I don't understand what went wrong here. Now, it hurts me to say this because I think it's cute. I think if the colors had been turned up, if the saturation had been turned up, this card would look amazing, 100%. I'm gonna give it a B though. So like I feel like I'm bashing it a lot. I feel like if they had done those couple simple things like turned up the color saturation, a couple tweaks here, this easily could have been A tier, possibly even S tier. But I just think it is a beautiful card though. That's what's giving me Jonathan 86. I'm very close to also giving it a C. I was very close. But I think what saves it is that I like Lily, I like the Rimbombi, and again, Fresh Frenzy, I just saw you say C tier as well. And it is tough for me because I do see why you guys are feeling that way, and I am on the precipice of that as well. But I just think the rest of it, the quality of it saved it. Yeah. So all right. The next one is the next one I also saw PBM Pokeballer Mike pull just earlier tonight as well. He pulled the swine. So this is Swinub, right? I think it's fine. I think it's okay. I think right off the bat, I'm going to have to put it in, like, I'm just going to put it in C tier right off the bat. It's okay. I do like the style of it. Like, there's a lot of details in this piece that I'm going to give it credit for. Okay, yes, Frisch, Abdur, welcome in. It is, okay, yeah, I would agree. It's pretty mid. That's why I'm putting it in C tier. It's aggravatingly fine. It's okay, right? It's the placement of the Swinub. Okay, if you're talking about my rule of thirds, look at it. If you drew those imaginary lines on this card, the Swinub is literally dead in the center, like in the top upper part. It's in a very boring position. If the Swinub had been maybe like off to the side, or maybe it was peeking its head out from behind like that tree over there, that would be visually kind of interesting. And then maybe there's another Swinub like popping its head out from like the front of the card, like really close to the camera. Can you imagine that? That would be a lot more visually interesting. Like, oh, there's a Swinub over here, like peeking out from behind the tree. There's another Swinub, like literally like right. If I'm the photographer of this piece, maybe it'd be kind of cool if there's a Swinub like popping up. Like, it would be very interesting, right? But it just falls flat for me in that sense that I love the level of detail in this piece, but visually speaking, the composition of it, though, and especially with the subject being the Swinub, is boring to me, and that's why I'm going to be putting it in a C tier. And it looks like Fish Frenzy agrees with that. Blank Wave, welcome in. We're talking about the... looks like you're getting some hugs from Adriana as well, and Abdur, you're also getting some hugs. So welcome in. We're just talking about the art rankings of Journey Together. I'm super hyped for the set. I hope all of you guys are too. I think there's a lot of reasons why to be happy about this set. Artworks are great. The pull rates are looking really solid, really fun. And but the purpose of tonight again is just talking about the artwork, and we're art ranking all of these artworks. And you feel free to share your grade that you would put this in the chat with everybody else. Blank. But Emmy Racing again, welcome in. He's giving a shout out to Adriana Banana. Yo, we got, okay, the Lycanroc. No, that's not true. I did see PokeSurge pull this the other night, and I thought it looked really good. I think actually he pulled this out of Green Tea's box, and I thought it looked really good. The reds and like the sandstones and like the yellow colors, like the reds and the oranges in this card really popped. So I saw this on camera and it looked really good. And like the lighting from the sun coming up in the upper left corner of the picture looked really good. Now, would I consider this S tier? I think it's a little bit, because the Lycanroc is in the dead center of the image again, I feel like that's a little visually boring, so I can't, for that reason, put it in S tier, but I do think this has a really good chance of me putting it in the A tier right now. I don't think it's like, I wouldn't classify this as B tier, because then I feel like I'd have more things wrong with it. Really? Honestly, the only thing I personally have wrong with it is that I wish the Lycanroc in the center of the image was maybe a little bit more to the side. Or maybe if it was like maybe if the body was angled like kind of like more facing the sun, so that would be more visually interesting to me. I do like that there's a little rock ruff in the corner, kind of asleep. I think that's cute. That's the kind of detail that I like about this piece, that's elevating it up above where the swine-ub was. Like, this is something that the swine-ub would have benefited from. Like, if there was a swine-ub closer to the camera, I think that would have been cool. But no. Mike pulled it too. Oh, did Mike pull the lichen? Oh, that's right. That's right. Luna, you're right. This was the other, literally, we're talking about all the earliest art rares we're talking about. Mike pulled these three. I think, yeah, that's right. It was the Lycanroc, Articuno, and the Swinub. He pulled that one, right? So yeah, I think it's a little bit below the Maractus, the Cactus. Again, I think the Maractus is a little bit better with like the lighting and the colors, but I still think this is really high. So I'm gonna leave it in A tier. I think it's fantastic. Charlie says A. I have the Battle Partners one, and the other colors do pop nicely, says Blank. Got you. Fish Frenzy says A+. Jonathan says A. Blank says, I would give it a solid B. It looks nice, but doesn't excite me. Okay, I can see that. Banana says, yeah, Mike pulled a decent amount of stuff. He did. Mike pulled, I counted it. It should have been, I counted, Mike pulled 13 things out of his box. He had 7 EXs like I guessed he was going to pull. He got 3 art rares, so that's 10 cards, and then he pulled also the 3 full arts. He had the one trainer one, he had the Belly Bolt, and he had the Salamence. So yeah, he had those 3 full arts. So I think he did pretty well. I was really pulling for him to get the SR, and it just didn't work out, unfortunately. So yeah, let's go to the next one though. I'm seeing Fish Frenzy says I'm seeing 13 to 15 in Journey together as like, I think that is the average, Fish Frenzy. I'm seeing that as the average. PokeRev opened a box today in his video where he pulled 17 hits out of it. I think that was a broken box. I think that was cracked. Is it possible there's going to be more boxes like that out there? Absolutely. I mean, if the average is 13 to 15, there's going to be some boxes that get possibly 16 or 17 hits. It's also the opposite, that you might get like a bad box and maybe it only has 11 or 12 hits. That's also possible. So I really hope that doesn't happen to any of us out there, but it seems like it won't happen to any of us out there, because the pull rates do seem really, really solid, really generous, and really fun. So Charlie says A for this. Blank Wave says this one wasn't in Battle Partners, was it? It's a cutie. So guys, I'm having a brain fart right now. What is this called? Because I know it evolves into the Paldean, the Clodsire, right? What is this? Oh God, what is this called? Wooper, thank you. Wooper, okay, God, thank you guys. I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, so this is Wooper that evolves into Clodsire, right? So I do like the lighting of this piece. I like the composition. There's so many details going on here with like, look at the blades of grass. Like you can literally point out all the different blades of grass in the foreground. There's more Woopers in the background, like the one back over there in the corner, like by heading towards the Pokemon Center in the distance there with the big Pokemon sign, like almost like a gas station, right? So I do like even the texture on the rocks and on the dirt, and like you see like the little Wooper's footsteps, right? And it just looks really good. The clouds in the background look really good. I'm not a super huge fan of Wooper, but I will say I think this is a solid B tier. It's definitely going to be put above the Rimbombi. I'm going to give it a little bit, like maybe it'll end up being like mid B tier for me, but I think it's B tier. So Danny Phantom opened a case and there were 13, 16 hit average. Okay. Jonathan's giving it a B just like I am. Okay. Charlie says 3 SIRs, 2 golds, and 216 packs. See, that's damn solid. That's damn good. Yeah. Blank Wave says S tier if it was a Pikachu. Oh yeah, if this was a Pikachu, Blank Wave, 100%. Crazy Cactus, I remember the name. It looks like a pooper. the Paldean, okay, the Clodsire, I call it the big pooper. I do call it the big piece of poop. Although I also call Wo-Chien that. I call that the big piece of poop. Anyway, let's stop talking about that. Let's go to the next one. All right. Oh, come on. I think we're all pretty agreed on the level of the tier for this card, right? Do I need to even look at the chat? Because I know you guys are going to say what I'm going to say. Mega S next, SS gorgeous, absolute cinema, right? Where's the meme with Martin Scorsese, right? Blank cinema, absolute. It's gorgeous, right? Colors are great. The composition's great. I actually wish that the Reshiram and the N is a little bit further, like to the right, just a smidge. I would have talked to the artist and I would have said, can you just move the Reshiram a little bit more to the right? Can you just do that for me? And I think that would have been perfect. Yo, Kimberly Clark, welcome in. Kimberly, it's also late for you. I know I'm going a little bit late tonight, but I appreciate you popping in. What did I miss was filing my taxes online. Oh, I don't even want to talk about taxes, Kimberly. I got to do my taxes next week. I got to go to... I work with the guy. I got to go to the office and bring all my stuff. It's not going to be fun. I'm not looking forward to it. But anyway, you missed... we're on card number 9. So we've talked about 8 other artworks so far. You can see it on your screen here. We're first, of course, talking about the art rares. Then we'll move into the full arts, then the SARs, then the golds. So Jonathan's dropping the fire. Welcome, Kimberly Clark says Fish Frenzy. But yeah, I'm definitely putting the ends up there. Now, I think that the ends is slightly better than the Articuno, but I personally, I like the Iono and Kilowattrel a little bit more. Again, personal opinion here. I'm putting it S tier. I just think that I love this Iono a little bit more than I like the ends, okay? And I know people are hyped about this card even more because it is going to be the box topper and all the US, basically, booster boxes, all the, quote, enhanced boxes that we're getting in the US. So, yeah. Blank says, I'm actively avoiding the box topper for this one because the stamp covers the art. I want to see it all. Got you. Trying to get the normie one. And I think you'll have a very good chance of getting that one. I think you'll have a very good chance because it's, again, I've said it 10 times already, and I said it in my video again earlier today. Thank you guys for watching that video if you did. That the pull rates are so good that I don't think you have much trouble pulling this card. Kimberly Clark, you need to call Crazy Cactus Big Daddy Cactus for being late. No, she doesn't have to do that. She does not have to do that. Hopefully the stamp one makes the regular one cheaper too. Hopefully the stamp one makes the regular one cheaper too. I think that is definitely a strong possibility. I think that the regular one will be maybe $10 to $15, and then the stamped one's probably going to be like 30-ish, maybe more. I don't know. Well, I mean, but then you got to remember, there's literally going to be one in every single booster box out there, but I'm also going to remind myself that there's going to be a lot of people that want to grade this card just like they wanted to grade like the Charizard. If you guys remember that Charizard promo that came in like the Hidden Fates ETBs way back in the day, and then everyone's like, "Oh, we all should grade this. This is a great thing to grade." And it ended up being like oh god, what the population of that card now is in, like, is it over 10,000? It's insane. So yeah, I would have put the Lily's Rimbombi slightly higher, but other than that, your list is pretty on pat with my assessment so far. Okay, I got you. Yeah, the only reason why, Kimberly, so you missed that part. The only reason why I put that Rimbombi lower is because if you really look at the card, maybe when I see it in person, it'll change my mind. But the colors of like her body look really washed out. Like the amount of sunlight coming in, it really like draws out all the color from like her body and her face and her like, her general body in general. So yeah, that's why. All right, let's go to the next one. I think we all pretty much agree. Like everyone agrees on this card, S tier for sure. The Meowth is okay. It's literally in the, again, I'm talking about the rule of thirds here. The Meowth is in the dead center of the card, which is visually boring to me. I like the kind of art style of this piece. It reminds me of like vintage artwork and vintage styles of the Pokemon card game, but it's not S tier, it's not A tier for me. I think it's like, I'm gonna give it like, without even looking at the chat, I'm not looking over here at this chat here, I'm gonna give it solid B tier. Do I think it's better than Lily's Rimbombi? I think because I think it is a little bit. Do I think it's better than the Wooper? Do I like it more than the Wooper? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna give it like B, because I do like Meowth. He's a classic with Team Rocket and everything, but I'm not like super excited about this particular card. So, of course I hope I get it for the Master Set, just like everything else, but not crazy about it. What is Meowth doing to us? Showing his booty? LOL. Yeah, right. He's trying to climb up, or he's like resting, or kind of like lazily hanging off this branch, right? But colors are good. I like the textures and like the little bit of details on the flowers and the bushes, and I like the line art style of this piece. It looks very like kind of painterly, like watercolory, which is cool. Fish Frenzy says C. Meowth is cute, says Kimberly Clark. Not as good as the Persian from a few sets ago. So Kimberly, oh yeah, you're talking about the Persian from Shroud of Fable. Absolutely. That's one of those absolute cinema pieces, right? So that Persian is up there for sure. Vintage Will, welcome in. Hey, Crazy Cactus, how are you and everyone in chat? I think we're all doing pretty well. Vintage Will, we're talking about the artworks from Journey Together, which is coming out in 2 days. Less than, what is that now? Like maybe, well, there's only 3 more days in my day, so it's like, what is that? 27 hours away. So yeah, it's very close. Jonathan says A, and yeah, isn't it tomorrow? Oh no, today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, you got me, Killing Kota. By the way, welcome in, Killing. So no, it's Friday. Although maybe for you it's tomorrow. Maybe you're watching me in Australia, in the land down under. Maybe you are. All right, let's go to the next one. I think I'm gonna maybe make some people angry about this. I'm gonna give this a D. The Furret is a D for me. Oh wow, Fish says an A. This is top tier for me, says Killing Kota. A, C, but what? Yeah, do you guys not see what I see? Like, this card looks very AI generated to me. It's very blah. There's really not a lot of detail in this. There's not really a lot of detail in the fur, except for like the little hairs you see on its head. I don't know, okay, because they took, like, imagine when you take a picture of someone up close and you use a high open aperture, it's gonna make the background blurry. But this feels like it just got spat out of an AI generator. It just does. And I know that's just Ren's style. Maybe it is, but their style is very AI to me. So I don't know. I feel like there's also something wrong with the arms. Like, the arms don't, I don't know. Like, there's something wrong with the arms to me. I don't know what it is. Yo, Pokezone, and maybe Adriana Banana will get one of those gifted. I don't know if she's oh no, wait, she already is a member. I think she got gifted one from Lasse the other day. But yo, we got Pokezone and Ben coming in here. I know he can't stay up too late because he's got work early in the morning. But yo, Pokezone and Ben, we got to go full screen for this legend here. Pokezone and Ben just gifted 5 memberships. As we're talking about the artwork from the set, looks like Matt Gooch got one, Guillermo Garza, Oda Komoda. Where's Oda at? Ernie, and then Goku Better. Those 5. If you can drop some clocks in the chat for Pokezone and Ben. Jonathan86 is ahead of me. Oda Komoda is popping in here. Oda, did you just get the email from that and you're popping in here? I'm guessing that's what happened. When you put these images through AI detection software, most of them are 75% AI. Maybe. That is becoming a problem with some of these cards for sure. Oh, we got more clocks coming in from Kimberly. Yeah. All right. So, but Ben, I appreciate you so much. 5 gifted memberships. It went out to all you 5. If any of you 5 are in here, I see Oda Komoda in here. Definitely shout out, drop some clocks for Pokezone and Ben coming in here. And yes, we're going to continue talking about the artwork here from Journey Together. All right. So, Furret, I'm just not crazy about it. It looks kind of AI to me. The way that it's like not off, it's like in the dead center of the image is boring to me. And yeah, so not great. Not great. Let's go to the Killing Kota says, I don't know. He's had the same style for years. It's just gotten better. I don't think AI. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't. I'll have to investigate Rend more. Maybe I'm just not a big fan of their style. All right, now we're going into the oh god, why am I forgetting the name of this too? It's the pre-evolution of Noivern. Is it Nocturne? No. Noibat. Right, Noibat, right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I remembered, Charlie. I got it. Thank you, Killing, by the way. So Pincer holding a clock, maybe we'll have to do that. But I do have some ideas, but we'd have to get enough members to open up even more memberships at this point. But yeah, so the Noibat, I do like the colors of this. Now, I know it's in the dead center of the image again, but I think what saves it is the fact that there's so much detail of this. I love the style of this artwork. And again, I think I've already said the colors, the blues and the purples and like the blues, like the light blues of these, like the crystals in the foreground and the background. like the light coming in from like the back of the cave kind of seeping down in through is really cool. There's even like these like hints of like these dark reds in the top part of the image and these kind of rich purples and things. So, which is really nice. And yeah, it just looks really good. Looks really good. But what do you guys think? I'm gonna tell you, I think it's good. I wish compositionally it was a little bit different. I personally am gonna put this in upper B tier. So spoiler, no spoily. Hold on. Why do I feel like it keeps zooming in on me? Hold on. Okay. There we go. All right. I'm gonna put this in upper B tier. Like this is like B plus for me. This is like B plus for me. Let me see. Blankwave said B, but I've seen this in person, and sometimes a hollow design pushes it up for me. I got you. Jonathan86 says A. It's like a coloring book, says Coda. Is that Whooper card a promo, or is it in the set? It is in the set. It was a promo for Japanese Kota, but it is in this set. So, yes. Who else did I miss? Flavor Flav style, says Kimberly. Yeah. B. Pokezonan's laughing. Adriana Banana's hugging and hearts a bunch more people. She's not sharing her thoughts on the grades, though. I'm curious to see. She probably would have disagreed with me on a couple of those so far, but we'll see. Charlie's dropping the bananas. Kimberly's dropping the bananas. All right, let's go to the next one. Yo, we got the Wooloo. So Hops Wooloo. Hops is going to see a lot of play. There's going to be a lot of Hops decks out there. Cactus, did you see that Arizona shop pull down their pre-order page? Oh, yeah, no. Ben, I didn't at you in the Discord, but I saw about that. So that shop, I'm guessing that... I'm going to guess at some point where our orders are going to get canceled. I would be very surprised if they honor those orders that we did with that shop, but we'll see. So, yo, Banana's also getting a shout-out from Kevin. And looks like a killing is torn between a B and a C. Luna says A. I like this one. High B, low A for Kimberly Clark. Yo, Lindsay's popping in here. Lindsay, thank you again to you and Ben for those 5 memberships. Abdur says A. Charlie says D. Boring Side, Shot Lane, Pokemon C. Some years I disagree. Some years I... Oh, some yes I disagree with, but I think high B for Noibat. I do... Yeah. It is, Noibat's very nice. For the Wooloo, I really do, and I'm going to say this, I'm not even a huge Hop fan, okay, but I think the art style for this card is really great. I like the position of where the characters are, like on this hillside with the Wooloo, also kind of like just staring up into the sky. The texture of the clouds is simple but effective. You can see those nice mountains in the background. Like there's the little town like down in the distance, away from where they're at, where they're just chilling. And again, all the textures again here on the blades of grass and all the highlights on the blades of grass. I like it a lot. I personally am putting the Hops Wooloo in A tier. Do I think it's better than the Lycanroc? I think it's better than the Lycanroc. I'm gonna put it sandwiched in between the Maractus and the Lycanroc for me. So it's kind of somewhere in there for me for right now. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for that. Yeah, the grass rendering does remind me of Zelda. That's what I was getting vibes of. I couldn't think of it, but thank you. Yeah, something like that. The pick is appropriate for the trainer. Exactly, 100%. Linz is also getting a hug and a heart, and so is Kevin from Adrian Banana. I checked the little set list thing that came in my Journey Together build and battle, and I don't see the Whooper or Meowth in the set. Oh, so did I? No, but hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11, 12, 13. Are you... Hold on. Let me get the... There should be... Shouldn't it be in the set? There should be... Oh, man. Where did I put my cards where I had written this down? Hold on. I mean, I gotta... I guess I'll have to go with... I guess I'll have to go with you guys said, but I thought it was supposed to be in the set. Damn. If it's not in the set... It was supposed to be in the set. That's what it was on the visual set list, and that's what I've been counting on. If I count up, and when I go to Justin Basil, it was on the list, so I just assumed it's there. And all right, I don't think Meowth is in Journey Together. It was a promo in Japan, so I think it will be one here. Okay, blank. C for me, because pretty nice with the grass and sky, but kind of plain and boring compared to all the others. I get you. Banana. I get you. I don't know. I just kind of like the whimsy of it. It also kind of reminds me of a little bit of Hayao Miyazaki vibes from one of his movies, the Where the Wind Rises. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that film, but it kind of also, that's what it also gave me vibes of. So that and Legend of Zelda. I ordered 10 Ethan's pincers from Heatwave for 20 cents each. Damn. Okay, you can put this on your A while I take Waylord on my A. Ah, I got you. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we're getting into the full arts. So before I go any further with full arts, I just want to let you guys know, if you're new to my channel here, when I talk about these art ranking streams with all you guys chilling with me here tonight, with the full arts, I usually I start this off at a C tier. No matter what, I'm like, okay, I basically drag the image over to C tier, and I'm like, okay, does this deserve, because with full arts, there's less that I can really talk about about the quality of the artwork. I don't think to this day I still haven't put full art in the S tier. I think I've put a couple full arts in the A tier. Most of them are in B tier or C tier, sometimes D, and then there's a few that definitely end up in F because I don't like them at all. So for the Volcanion, I'm not a huge Volcanion fan. Let's get that off my chest right away. I'm seeing already the grades coming in here. I'm not a huge Volcanion fan. I do like the color, though, the background. It looks like the texture is going to be nice. The reds of the Volcanion pop really good. But there's really nothing else really going for me here. So, like, my personal bias is coming in here, and I see a couple people have already said their letters about what they're going with, and I see, like, I have some agreements here. So, I personally am going to put Volcanion in. Do I think it deserves to go lower than C tier? I feel like there's not enough going around in the background texture of this piece. So, like, normally, if there's a good texture, like, some of the ones I've seen were, like, there was the Clefable full art that had, I think it was Twilight Masquerade, that had, like, the cool bubble design. And I was like, hey, at least that gives it some texture. It gives it a little something. But this one I'm putting in, I think you guys, like I said, is D tier for me. Do I think it's better than Furret? Yes. So I'm putting it in like upper D tier for right now, like mid D to like D plus tier or whatever. But yeah. So I see Jonathan said C, Pokezonin said D, Coda was between D and F. Charlie said the green and red are bleh. It's kind of Christmassy. Yeah, it's a little bit too much in your face. F tier, my day is worse from looking at this card. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. F tier, yeah, blank, a Waylord is what I look like in the deep end of the pool. Watermelon, Linrod is getting a laugh from out of Charlie. Wow, Waylord and C. I know Vintage will. I know people are really shocked that I put Waylord and C. I'm not a big Waylord fan. So there's my personal bias, whatever you want to call it, coming in there. So that's why I encourage you guys, make your own tier list if you want to. Share it with your friends. Share it with your communities in my Discord. If you're a member, if your name's green, feel free to share it in our lounge and just, make your own tier list for sure. Black would have been nice for the background. That would have been pretty dope. I think that were like a kind of like a cool steel gray background, and I think that would have maybe brought it up to like a C tier, possibly B. It might have looked pretty dope. Okay. Okay. This... I saw, again, I so many cards I saw Mike pull tonight because he had a solid box. I saw this. This looks good. At first, I wasn't a fan of the kind of like the trainers almost looking like ghosts in the background, but like it's kind of warmed up for me. I'm warming up to it a lot. Would I put that in C tier? No. Do I think it's up in B tier? Yes. Do I think it deserves to be like high, mid? Where do I think it deserves to be? Is it better than Rimbombi? Yes. Is it better than Meowth? Yes. Is it better than Wooper? I think I'm a little bit more hyped for this, a little bit more than Wooper. I'm not a big Wooper whatever. I'm going to put it in B, like upper kind of in here. A little bit below the Noibat. I'm going to put it up here in the B tier. So what are you guys saying? I'm seeing D. I'm seeing B. I've yet to see a good looking full art Pokemon on green background, says Coda. B, the pink gradient is really nice on this one. It is nice. B, Belly Bolt looks copied and pasted. It sort of does look copy and pasted from the one from Paldea Evolved, which does ding it a little bit. Like that's why I'm not putting an A tier, because it looks like they kind of took that one from Paldea Evolved and went and then put the. So yeah, that would ding it and not go any higher than B for me for that reason. Pokezonin says D. Wow, he does not like it. Okay, he's doing a funny run though. Yeah, he is doing like the little like the funny run. Yeah. All right, so. Let's go to the next one. Ooh, Lily's Clefairy. I have only seen... Did I see Danny in his video when he opened up the case? I think he pulled this because he basically pulled pretty much all the master set of that in that case that I saw. And this looked really good. I thought this looked really good. The color of the Clefairy it really popped. That pink was nice. Lily and her like the blues and the little hints of the pinks and even like a little bit of lilac like color, like light purple in there. I can't unsee the vinyl on his chest though. Oh, you're talking about the. Are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the belly bolt, like the vinyl disc. Yeah, I got you. Okay, I'm gonna try and get a playset of the SR Zoroark. Okay. But guys, what do you think about the Lily's Clefairy? I'm gonna go. If I start with C, I think it deserves to go into B tier as well. Is it better than Rimbombi? Yeah, I think it's definitely better than that. Is it better than Meowth though? Yes. Is it better than Wooper? Yes. Is it better than the Belly Bolt? I think it is. I kind of like this a little bit more than the Belly Bolt, honestly. Although I think the Belly Bolt will. I think the Belly Bolt will be worth more if that has any impact on anybody's opinions on things. But I don't know. I like it. I kind of like it. I like the colors of it. It does have some cool lighting, a little bit of like textural things going on in the background. So I'm giving it a B as well. So Zonin said D. Fish Frenzy said C minus. Jonathan says A. It's better than the Iono in my opinion. Yeah, Coda. That's why I just put it slightly above the Iono on my tier list here for sure. I think so as well. The outline going from green to blue is great. I feel like the Clefairy much more playable than the Belly Bolt, so it will be worth more. Oh, okay. Is that true? So there's a playability factor here as well. So okay. I don't like the hand breaking the border. Oh, of the Clefairy, where it's like kind of like the hand is going off. Yeah, but that's Pokemon's done that so many times, and that could also make it hard to grade this if it's slightly off, or it's more noticeable to a grader if it's like. So this might be a harder, tougher card to grade. Although it looks like Billy Bolt kind of does the same thing with its body, doesn't it? Somewhat. So yeah. All right, let's go to the next full art though. Mamoswine. Mamoswine. I don't really like Mamoswine. I don't really like it at all. I really don't. I mean, I don't like hate it. I'm not like, oh my god, I hate this card. But I'm not hyped for this at all. I think this might be my first F tier of this set. I'm just like, this is like the full art that like, this is like these are like those full arts that you really don't want to pull. You're like, ah, like this took up one of my full art spots. I'm going to put this in my F tier. So Charlie says F, Ben says D, Blank Wave is like, not sure. Jonathan says D, Killing says C. Better than Volcanion, the swirl is also nice. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll move it up to D tier. I can't. I think I'm gonna keep it in my F tier. It's the diabetes guy. It looks like the diabetes guy. It looks like his name is Wilford Brimley. If you want to look him up, if you don't know who the diabetes guy is, Wilford Brimley. He's from these classic commercials from the '90s. If you're too old, if you're too young for that, you can look him up and be like, "Do you have diabetes?" Like, take these at-home diabetes tests to prick your finger and all that stuff. Yeah, classic, whatever. Commercials from way back when. That background would have been better for a Volcanion. Yeah, that would have been better for a Volcanion. Like that would have worked. But no, they gave it to Mamoswine, or sorry, Mamoswine or whatever the heck. Well, I forget. Now I'm confusing the two. So yeah, I don't. Nope. Here we're gonna move on. Can we move on? As hold on. Where is Mama VMAX? We gotta get. Can we move on?
So Big Daddy Cactus, Big Daddy Cactus, Big Daddy Cactus.
Can we move on? Yeah, right. All right. Oh, the Cocoon guy. Yes, Vintage Will. It's the guy. He's an actor in the movie Cocoon. I think that was directed by Ron Howard. I think that was one of his first movies he ever directed in the 80s. Yeah, you can look up the movie Cocoon. He's in that as well. So yeah. All right. So ends Zoroark with the blue is. I think it's dope. I think it's super dope with the effect and like the cross hatch like texture in the background. Coda says need this. It's so nice. It does look really good. It looks really good. I think this could possibly even be A tier for me. I gotta look at it. I gotta look at it a little bit more here. Colors are good. I actually like just the simple, like kind of, again, I called it the cross hatch of these, like the colors in the background. The purples like are really vibrant. They really pop of that background with those like dark blues and lighter blues and navy blues and all those. Like there's even a little bit like when I say light blue, and there's like sky blue, baby blue back there. And the texture, like the texture on this card, and I know it's the same. People are like, well, Cactus is the same texture as the other cards, like the whatever the well, not all of them have the same exact textures, but you know what I'm saying. I think the texture on this is like I can, if you can see the texture like in like a snapshot like this, that's insane, right? So yeah, he doesn't have his paws crossing border like Clefairy, so I see what Ben meant. Oh yeah, he definitely doesn't. So I think it looks really good. I honestly believe it. I would be excited if I pulled this card, right? I'm going to use this version for my playset, says Coda. Will says, I pulled that card at pre-event, so it's such a nice card. So I'm going to agree with a couple of you guys that already said it. I'm going to put it in A tier, but it's going to be low A tier for me. So I'm talking like A minus. So at the end of grading all these cards today, it might end up being like at the very end of A tier, so I'm giving it like A minus. I think it's really pushed itself up there with like the texture and the effects and everything going on here. And I think if you pull this card, you're gonna be like, oh, yo, we got the full art. And I know you would obviously be more hyped for the gold or the SAR. I get it. I get it. But this looks really good. I think you'd be really happy with this too. I think so. Knock wood, 1985 Cocoon. Yeah. See, the 80s movie, right? The more I see of these trainer cards and the style, when people pull them, the nicer they look, right? Right, Banana? Absolutely, 100%. Besides the SIR version, this is my chase. 100%, Coda. The Zorua ETB promo is choice, right, Charlie? It's choice. That one I don't have on this list. That one is not on this list, you guys. So I'm not talking about that promo from the ETB. It wasn't included here. It was excluded from the set, but that is very good too. And I would probably have ranked that Zorua ETB promo as like A tier, honestly. Like probably like A minus as well. Charlie, 100%. Adriano completely agrees with you, Charlie. 100%. 100%. All right. Let's go to the next one, folks. This is going to be super desirable along with the SAR, I believe, for a lot of playability factor. This Zacian was a very hype card during the pre-release event. Now, because rotation happens next month, and some of you guys, I know some of you guys like Coda, you guys play. I don't play as often. I really need to. I know I've been saying this for months. I want to get back into playing online, doing online matches. But the Hops Zacian, and there's going to be like a Hops meta because rotation's happening next month, and everything before Scarlet and Violet base is out. So I think that this card, the SAR, the whatever, is going to be people are going to want it for like their bling decks. They're going to want to bling out and be like, yo, and it looks good. I think now I'm going to have to, I can't, I know Luna says A, Charlie, I know you said A too, but I have to put this in B, and please just let me explain real quick why. I want to put this in A, but let me explain, and I'm going to put it in high B, just like BuzzPeep says right now. Let me clarify here. The background color is such a similar color blue to Zacian's blue, like on his chest and on the rest of his back, that somebody said it in the chat. I think I just heard them say the word blend. It all kind of blends together, which is not good for me. That doesn't vibe with me. From an artistic standpoint, I wish they had used a dark blue, or maybe like a purple, or it's steel type. Why didn't they use like a steel slate gray, like a dark grayish blue? That would help make the Zacian pop, and that would make Hop pop. Dad jokes, pun intended. So yes, it looks washed out. So I'm going to put the Hop Zacian for myself in high B tier. I'm going to put it above. I like it. Do I like it more than... I still like it a little bit more than... I still like it a little bit more than Lily's Clefairy. Just by like a hair. They're very neck and neck, these two. I just can't put it up in A tier because it just... This does more things right. The fact that the Zoroark has the reds and the grays and like that black, it helps it pop more from the background, whereas this all gets kind of washed together. So yeah, it looks washed out, right, Ben? Yeah. Cause blue is the best color. I mean, Luna, I know you love blue, but it's come on, you got to agree. It's all kind of like kind of blending, mushing together. So like a darker blue would have really helped it pop. Or a dark purple, or again, like I said, a slate gray, or like a steel blue, Anyway, Let's move on to the next one. What does Banana say here? At the I like that, but yes, a darker blue would have helped make it pop more like the blue behind its ears. Yeah. Or even a green. Even a green. Maybe a green would have been kind of interesting. But not like the Volcanion green. Not that like Christmas neon color green. I like this full art a lot. Again, I know this is like the 10th time I'm saying this, but okay, so I saw Mike just pull this like 2 hours ago, and I like this full art a lot. I think the colors of the background really help the Salamence pop. Now, you're going to argue with me and say, but Cactus, the color is too close to the Salamence's wings, and I agree with you there. So that might hold it from being an A tier. It might also have to be a B tier for me, but I'm not. Let me think about this for a second. But I still love this. I still love this full art, though. I really do like this full art. I just think I don't know, it's so, that pink maroon neon is so cool. Maroon, whatever. His wings don't pop. Yeah, I agree. The BG has some lighter pink stripes in it to help the contrast easier. That's true. You can see those. You can see that textural effect of those, yeah, those like stripes of like lighter pinks kind of going through it. That's true. That's true. I can't, you can't put, Luna, you cannot put this in C tier. You can't put this Salamence in C tier. No way. No way. Can't do that. All right. I'm going to put it in high B tier. I'm going to put it up here. I really do like this a lot. Do I think it's better than Noibat? No. I'm going to put it in high B tier, like B+. I'm going to put it up here. I like it actually a little bit more than the Hopzacian. I'm going to put it up here. It's B tier for me. So Luna said C, Ben said B. The maroonish color hurts your eyes. Okay. Coda likes this one a lot. Did Charlie? I think you said B for. Yeah, you said B for this one. Jonathan86 says B. My eyes had to adjust to see the wings. Okay, that's fair. A behind the Zork. I can't. I just can't put it up there because then I'd be kind of hypocritical with my whole talk about the wings and everything being too similar of a color. Yeah, I'm gonna have to classify it. I'm gonna put it in B. I'm happy. I'm okay with that and leaving it there. Ben's getting a big shout out and a lot of hearts from Luna. Dun sparse. I don't. Wait, Coda, are you saying it's aight? It's all right. Dun. Dun sparse. Getting a full art. It's getting another, like, it already had an art rare card, and now it gets a full art. Yo, PokeTeam Carter and Ryan, yo, we got some hype in here. Where's Mike? Hold on. Mike?
Oh, hi.
We're hyped for PokeTeam Carter and Ryan PTCR. I'm assuming, Ryan, it's just you. I mean, I'm sure your son. Oh, no, wait. Well, he could still be up. It's not only 9 o'clock for you guys. It's just turned 10 o'clock here. So maybe he's still up. I don't know. But yeah, we still have a couple more full arts to go through, and then we got the SIRs to talk about and the golds. So yeah, Pokemon loves this little guy too much. Yo, Tietrabun, welcome in as well. I know it's. Oh man, it's super late for you. I think. Yeah, just me. Carter's in bed. Yeah, Carter's in bed. Yeah. Okay. F, I'm sick of this Pokemon. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Charmcraft. Yo, Charmcraft is in here too. Yeah, we're getting some late night viewers popping in here. Welcome in, guys. We're just talking about the artwork. We're ranking the artworks. I'm talking about the art. I don't like Dunsparce. It's getting too much love in the card game. I don't like it. I don't like it, you guys. I'm gonna put it in F tier. Okay. So yeah, you can't see it, but it's going down here in F tier. It's down there with dun. So yeah. Yeah. Man, this set in person is beautiful. We have only not pulled one SAR. Yeah, Charm, I heard you say in Mike's chat, was it Mike's chat just a couple hours ago, that you guys have pulled everything except for the one SAR, right? And you've opened up about 200 something packs, which is, wait, no, you opened up more packs than that. No, that's a low number. I think you guys said you opened up 500 or 600 packs. Because you guys, I know you're going for the singles and you guys like to, you do a lot of single sales, right? So anyway, 624 packs. Okay, damn, a lot more than I probably will end up doing. But yeah, all right. So, and I think I've seen I think I've seen multiple people open up a lot less packs and have slightly better luck and get pretty much everything, like 95 99.5% of the cards. If you're only missing one, you basically have 99.5% of the cards. You're just missing one. One. I don't know why I did this. That would mean two. So anyway, it's F tier, and there we go. All right. But yo, we also got where is it?
We got
We got Brock. We got the man himself, Pokeballer Mike, coming in when we talk about the man foo himself, Brock. Now we gotta give Brock a rating here. So with full arts, again, I start off with the C tier. And do I think Brock deserves to be in the B tier? I think Brock is okay. The background is fine. I'm gonna leave him. I think Brock's an OG. I can't go lower than C. I'm gonna put Brock. Is it better than Waylord? I know you guys love Waylord. I'm so sorry. That seems to be like that's gonna be the biggest disagreement we're all gonna have tonight. Charlie says D. Jonathan says C. Tietra says it's Brock yearbook photo, right? Coda says Chadley Brock. Very basic, but it's Brock. Yeah. Banana's also giving some shout outs to Charmcraft and Tietra. I'm gonna put Brock in between the Swinub and the Waylord. That's where I'm gonna put him. One case of booster box will get you close, right, Charm? That's what I said in my video earlier today. Again, thank you for all of you guys that watched that video. But from everything I've seen, one case will get you super close. And then I'm probably going to end up just doing what I normally do and just pick up the last few singles on TCG Player and then just be happy as a clam with that. I don't want to miss anybody. So Charmcraft came in, Tietra Bun popped in here. Pokeballer Mike was dropping a G. Yo, oh Mike, I missed you when you dropped the G. He's like, there's no G. I mean, there's no G here. All right. I'm not a fan of Waylord. It makes me want to rotate the card. Yeah, right. I feel, yeah, it's like the card is top heavy. I see what you're saying. Bunano's getting a shout out from Mike. But yeah, there's Brock. Let's go to the next one. Mike. Again, I've talked about you like 20 times today, 10, 20 times, however many times. I saw Mike pull this card as well. Now, this card is going for like crazy pre-order price. It was like Buzz Peep said it was like $41, I think. It won one of Mike's battles. I'm pretty sure it did. And so this is Iris, right? And the colors are great on it. Do I think it's better than a C tier? I don't know. I think she's cute. I think the colors are great. I think it's fine. I personally, I'm not seeing any reason to like push it higher for me. Like, I think the price is going to drop a lot. I mean, I liked it a lot in person, says Mike. Okay, I got you. Oh, yo, we also got Roche. I was watching them late last night. Although I fell asleep around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I was kind of lurking for you guys in a long time. Your list is decent this time around. My list is decent this time around. Is that Cheney or is that Rodney? Because Rodney, I give Rodney a hard time, so maybe it's Rodney giving me a hard time because I give him a hard time. I like Cheney more. All right. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it. I don't like the border breaks. You don't like the border breaks. Yeah. I see what you mean. I think it was $42.80 when I priced it. That's still crazy. That's gonna drop like a rock. I just don't know how far, but yeah. Guys, this might be a little bit controversial, but I'm putting it in a C right now. I might move this higher into a B, but it's a beautiful little, she looks good. She's solid, good colors and everything. But I'm not like, ooh, I'm chasing this with this waifu, or I know she's only like probably 10 years old. And I'm sorry. I'm not, I just use that word interchangeably, but whatever. Yeah. 1:30 a.m. stream, and we have to go live again tonight to finish. Well, yeah, 1:30 a.m. your time is like 4:30 a.m. my time. So when I said I went to bed at like 1:30, that was only like still 10:30 your time. So you were still like, you still had another 3 hours to go. So yeah. Ben's getting a shout out from Roche. Jonathan says C as well. Okay, so we have some agreements there. We have a little bit of disagreements with this one, but that's okay. The Ruffian. Now, I'm pretty sure this is called the Ruffian. I'm just going to say, like, I don't think there's really much to talk about with this card. He looks fine. I like the details on his chain and on his hat, and like the background, there's like a factory or something going on there with like smokestacks and whatnot. Or I think that's smokestacks in the background. It's like just C. It's fine. It's not bad. It's just fine. So I'm gonna put that a little bit below Brock. I mean, I feel like, okay, look, I'll move Waylord up above with Swinub. So then these two dudes or chads are next to each other. PBM, is that you, says Ben? Nothing exciting here, says Kimberly Clark. Yeah, right. B minus, says Charlie. Yeah. But guys, so Ruffian is fine. It's whatever. Now, we're going to get into the SARs here. So, hold on. That looks like the dude who's your neighbor but secretly fights bulldogs. Or, no, he's the guy that hosts, like, a bulldog fighting ring, and you're like, I don't want to get near this guy. This guy's sketch. Yeah, or he's, like, a wannabe rapper or something. Anyway. Okay, so we're getting into the SARs here. So we have the Volcanion. I've already told you guys earlier, I'm not a huge fan of Volcanion. I don't know why Pokemon Company likes Volcanion, and it feels like they always come back to him or give him some special artwork or some promo card every couple years or whatever. So let me just get this clear. I'm not going to give this an S. This is not S tier for me. But the card, the artwork is I got to give the artist credit. It is stunning. Like the lava and the magma and like the bits of like sparks of like the molten fragments like splurting here and there, and thus the energy of this piece, like just the lighting, the glows of the magma and all, well, I should call it lava because magma is when it's underground or still in the Earth's crust. Lava is when it's like has erupted, I guess, so I should call it lava. Magma. Yeah, I know, right, Charlie? From oh. Hold on, I gotta go full screen here because I think Rodney's mad at me. He might have. Hold on. Yeah. All right, hold on. I gotta go full screen here. Yo, Rodney with a 5-bomb, and Rodney and Cheney. Okay, just in case she's there and she's like, Cactus, damn it. With a 5-bomb. Why is Wailord so low? He only swallowed the bottle of N's PP. PP. The PP up, right? I think we're all gonna have a lot of PP up for this set. All right. Splurting, says Crazy Cactus 2025. The shiny one is so very good. He looks bad. It's not bad. No, I think it does look really good. I just gotta give the artist credit. I'm gonna put this A tier for sure. Do I think it's better than Zoroark? Yes. Do I think do I mark this really lower than Zoroark? I think I put it up here. I gotta put it right with my Maractus the Cactus. There, I'm gonna put it there. Higher A tier. I like that. The shiny one is very good. Weird Pokemon, but that art looks real good on the Volcanion. Yeah, it does. 100%. All right, what's next? All right, everybody. I saw Surge pull this for. I know some people are gonna. Well, okay. Some people are gonna be like, "No, I don't care about other people. I want to pull this card. Screw those other people." But I saw this pulled. I saw what it looks like in person. I like Iono. So this is kind of one of my chases, honestly. And I know that people are going to be like, why? It's so like zoomed up close to her. I think it looks really good. I saw the textures in person and everything. I thought it looked really great. So I think it's A tier, solid A. I'm going to put it above the Volcanion here. Do I think it's better than my Maractus the Cactus? No, I don't. It looks like a lot of people agree with me on A. Charlie says A. Jonathan86 says A. It's like a selfie, says Tietra. Exactly. It's like her, the Rotom phone is taking the selfie, right? Tietra says A. Pokemon trainer Kage, welcome in, and they said A. This looks great. The gold looks even better, right? Mm-hmm. Like of her sleeve, right? The sparkles are really nice. Suits Iono's personality in your face, yeah. And with like her teeth and everything, and her nice like smile, like with yeah. I think a lot of people are gonna love this card. So just like I do, I like it. I like it a lot. But it's too close. If it was just pulled back a little bit more and I had seen more of the scene of like what's going on, and I know some of you guys are going to say again, but Cactus, it's a selfie. But I feel like maybe if the camera had been pulled back a little bit more and I had been able to see more of what's going on, maybe that would have helped. The composition would have been a little bit better, and then it might have pushed it into S tier for me personally. So yeah. Alrighty. Let's go to the next one. We're getting into Lily's Clefairy. I think we all know where this is going to go. This is one of the biggest chases by far, I think, for all of us in this set, right? And I think it's one of the most beautiful cards in the set, honestly. So I got to put this like at the tippy top. This is S tier all day long, like S+++. There's no denying it. Unless you don't like Lily at all. But even if you don't like Lily, I don't think you can't not say that this is like not stunning. It's S tier for stunning. because Lily looks great. She's not in the dead center of the image, so it's not boring. Compositionally speaking, you have Lily. I like the artist like gave like the character some attitude. Lily's like, come on, we can do this. And you can see like the sparkles of like the green through her in her eyes and everything of like the grassy field with all these hundreds and hundreds of flowers, the small petals, the big ones, like the clovers, the grass, the light from the sun, how it's kind of cascading through. And clearly she's under a tree because you can see like the speckled lighting on her hair and on her arm here. So she's clearly under some kind of tree. So all these details just pop out to me like crazy. And this card is probably absolutely insane in person. Must be insane. Big chase, but is it really S tier? 100%. I now want to squishmallow that big, says Tietra. I got you. Banana's getting a shout out from Ben. You're cute and huggable. She is very cute and huggable. I like to snuggle. Anyway, S tier for sure. The green pops on this card, says Charmcraft, 100%. But I'm still not hugging you. Oh, well, I'm hugging her then. You can go. I'll take all the hugs. Charlie says we need a slot machine shiny Clefairy. Pokezone says is in the Iono belly bolt. Why is her face mirrored up towards the top of the card? Why is her face mirrored up towards the top of the card? Let me see. Why is her face mirrored up towards the top of the card? I think it's because it's like the Rotom, or like it's like the reflection coming in to like the Rotom has expanded and we're seeing like it's taking the picture, Ben, right? I think it's like literally that's why people say like the whole selfie idea. So the Rotom, like, you know, it expands outward and it's showing us like what it's taking the picture of. So like that's why you're seeing like her face again up there. So that's why I think it is that way. It's like basically continuing the story from her SIR from Paldea Evolved, where like, you know, it's in the shop or whatever with all those candies and sweets and everything, and her Rotom is like kind of on the side of the picture. And now it's like she's in a different scene with a belly bolt hugging it. It's like selfie. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, the holo is going to look amazing with those sun rays. Absolutely. 100%. Tietra. This card. Come on. We're all chasing this card. Let's not kid ourselves. Trainer Kage is getting a hug and hearts from Adriana Banana as well. Ooh. I saw DPM pull the Japanese version of this card, which is on screen right now. The Japanese version, right? I think this card looks really good too. I'm just not sure. I'm curious to see what the you guys in the audience. I don't know how many people are watching right now. I'm curious how many of you guys think it's S tier. I'm really conflicted. I'm gonna put it at the top of A tier. I think it's like A plus plus for me, but it's like A plus plus. I do like it a lot. I do. I don't like how much he was cropped out of the image. I think he's too much out of the image. I wish he was more inside the image. And the camera, again, I wish the camera was pulled back just a little bit and it would have been S tier. It would have been cinema, absolute cinema, right? So I'm giving it high A tier, A plus tier for this. I know there's a lot of people chasing this particular card. I don't know how playable it is in the TCG right now. I haven't heard a lot of rumblings about this card in terms of its playability, but the cropping of it is weird, right? Okay, Chetra, the crop is weird. 2 left heavy. Pokezonin says F. Well, Jonathan says S. Kage says S. Blank Wave says A. It's a little bit dull and dark for me. It is a little dark too. I agree with that. I was hoping for more out of it, to be honest, says Bing Bong. Bing Bong, by the way, welcome in. Yeah, I can see why people were hoping there was a little bit something more for this. So I do say this is definitely an A tier card, A plus. I still think it's worth giving a shout out. It does look good. It looks good. It looks like a 1920s photo. It does look a little bit washed out. It looks a little bit washed out. Ben, I will agree with that. It looks like Mike says A minus. Okay. All right. I don't know. I still think people are gonna. I think this might be one of those cards. Maybe you just have to see in person. So I'm gonna leave it at A plus for me personally. Okay. The Salamence SIR. I saw Rev pull this in today's video from his box that was absolutely cracked. He had 17 hits out of that box. Now, it's possible he opened more box off camera, or he had opened multiple boxes for the filming of the video. I don't know. I'm not sure. but all I know is that box is cracked, and he pulled this Salamence SIR out of it. So I've seen this card in English on camera from his video today, and it looks insane. It looks, I want to say the F word. It looks effing insane. So I'm gonna put this in S tier as well. I think this card looks gorgeous, and I think people are I think it's underappreciated. I think it's an S tier card. I like this Iono art rare a little bit more. I really like the Iono art rare. I do. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. They're both S tier. What do you want from me? They're both S tier, but I'm putting it up there. I like that Iono with the Kilowattrel. It's so good. I love it. Okay. So the hits go up by 1 every time you tell this story. No, I tell you, Mike, if you rewatch, well, you're probably not going to watch it. And he's laughing at me. It was it 19 hits? I don't know. Now Mike's going to be like, well, now it's 19 hits. No, it's not. It was 17. Okay. But anyway, I love this card. The colors are great. The background is stunning. The foreground is stunning with like the forests and everything and the trees. Salamence looks so good. The lighting on the Salamence bouncing off like his scales or like his exterior skin. It looks really, really good. His wings look like that red is gonna pop off the card. I don't even know. The fire out of his mouth probably looks insane in person too. Maybe he had 20 hits as Tietra. No, now you guys are just trolling me. All right, maybe the hits were the friends we made along the way. Yeah. Bing Bong says, it kind of does remind me of the pics of a young N in the beginning of cutscene of the black and white games, actually. Okay, for that the ends. Okay, I can see that. S, we have this card and we love it, says Blank Wave. Yeah, okay, so S tier. Charlie said B. Kage said A, S tier. Did anyone else grades? I missed. I want to shout anybody else out. Jonathan says S tier. Okay, got it. It's all about the journey we take together. Oh, Mike. Mike, that was beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god. Salamence is flying away from the King's Landing after he torched it, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not going anywhere, says Ben. B. Yes, 100%. All right. Love it. S tier all the way. Luna's waking up now because she's Luna, you're driving to work. Do not be in the chat trying to do this while you're driving to work. I don't appreciate that. Be safe. All right. Hops, Zacian, SIR. Again, the playability factor, I guess this, if you watched my video earlier today, I appreciate you. Thanks again. I want to I'm shouting out my own content. Yay! Whatever. You gotta do the hustle. Respect my hustle, okay? Now, I guessed that this card was going to end up maybe somewhere between $65 to $80, but I also said in that video today that the playability factor of this card could push it higher. So I'm really torn between, is this S tier or A tier? I think it deserves to be. Let me move some stuff around. I'm gonna put Hops Zacian up here. I'm gonna move this N Zoroark down past. I'm going to move the N Zoroark here so you guys can see on my screen. I moved the Hops Zacian up here, and I moved the N Zoroark down here between the Belly Bolt and the Volcanion. So just to know that, I did move it down. So Hops Zacian, I think, is really... And I'm not a huge Hop fan, but I think I do believe there's going to be a lot of people that play this deck that are going to want to bling out their decks, which could affect the value of this. Just talking about value is going to push that through. But I do like the colors of this. I think the Zacian actually looks a little too big. Does that make sense to anybody else out there? Like, I think the Zacian should have actually been scaled down. Or is that how big Zacian is? Is it like that monster of a dog? I don't remember when I played Sword and Shield that it was that large. So that is the only thing that throws me off about this, which also is what kind of pulls it back from being S tier. But the colors are great. The whole like lighting and the highlights and the shadows playing off each other between the Zacian and Hops, like how like the shadows kind of come down from the lighting. The lighting coming up here, and then all these cool shadows cast off of them. Yeah, if you're not a big Hop fan, but the Zacian is cool. If you watch the anime, you probably like this card more. Yeah, okay. Looks like an AR to me, and I think I'd score it higher if it was. I think it's A. Kage says A. Kimberly says A+. Luna says S. We got some A's. So it looks like we're kind of on a consensus here that A's is solid. Pokezonin. Oh, thanks Ben for the data here. The data says height of 9 foot 2 inches, 2.8 meters tall. And that's probably when people talk about like dogs. Usually they measure the height from like the height of their shoulders, not from the head. So it's like basically 9 feet tall from the shoulder. So that is damn tall. Okay, and it weighs. See, that's what's always weird about me with Pokemon. Like the sizes don't make the weights. The weights and the sizes don't make sense. Like if something was 9 feet tall, it wouldn't be 242 pounds. Like I know my dog Chance was like, 2 feet tall and 3 feet long or whatever, and he was a Brittany Spaniel, or just call him a Brittany, and he easily weighed about 50 pounds. So that always throws me off whenever they get the weight like that. Anyway, Fish Frenzy says S. I weigh less than a Zacian, says Ben. Yeah, Hop is kneeling makes Zacian seem bigger. That is true too, right? Yeah, his knee is going down there. I did see the knee, but it's like, yeah, he just looks monstrous compared to Hop. But let's get into the gold cards, guys. We're getting down to the end here. We're basically going to wrap it up within like I said, about the hour and a half point. And we'll see what we think about these golds. The golds are very similar to how I grade the full arts. I start off at the C tier, and I have to decide if I want to move it up to B, A tier, or if I want to move it down to D or F tier. Linrod, was that A for Zacian or Zacian? I also like to say Zacian. It's probably Zacian, but I don't know. It sounds more fancy when I say Zacian. Or I guess I use them interchangeably. Oh, A is for both. Okay. Charlie says this Iono Belly Bolt Gold is mid B. So I'm going to start it off at the C tier. Do I think it deserves to be pushed up into B tier? I think it does deserve to be in a B tier. It's not like ho-hum. I think people are pretty excited about this gold card. I do like it. I like how it's still like, it has the little classic running pose, and it's just gold. So a lot of times what I end up doing is I kind of put the two next to each other. Like I think I did that for the last couple sets. So I'm going to put them next to each other. But I like the full art version. Do I like the full art version a little bit more? Zacian? Oh, Zacian. Okay, maybe that's how it is. It probably is that way. So both mid B. Yeah, what's up? Oh, what's up, Fish? Getting a shout out from PBM there. I love gold. Do you like gold?
I love gold.
Gold. Okay. So I'm going to put those next to each other. I like the regular full art just a tiny bit more than the gold. And we'll leave it at that. All right. Ends Zoroark. Do I think this deserves to go up in A tier along with its buddy? Do I think it deserves to go up there? What do you guys think? It's kind of like I'm kind of willing to put it up there with its brother up there next to it in A tier, because I think a lot of people are going to be super excited to pull this as well. High B, says Charlie. High B. I'm gonna give it. I like to put it. I'm gonna put it in the low A, right next to. It's right. If you guys can't see it on camera, it's literally right. It's right next to. Right over here. Right over here. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna put that up there with its brother in the low A range. Charlie says it's a high B, and Fish Frenzy said I'm gonna give it an A. The taste of it, the texture. Right, Mike? Well, one more time.
I love gold.
Gold! Dr. Evil, can I paint as Yoo-Hoo gold? It's kind of my thing. How about no, you crazy Dutch bastard? By the way, new Pokemon TCG Pocket set comes out tonight, if anyone didn't know. I don't play Pocket, but there's probably a couple people in chat that play it as well, so they're probably pretty hyped for that. Blank Wave, thanks for reminding those people. They're probably hyped for that. Shiny set? Is it a shiny set for a Pocket? Well, I don't know. But good luck to you guys if you play Pocket, and good luck with your pulls in there as well. And guys, we're getting down to the final gold. And then we'll wrap up the stream and do a quick raid over to, you guessed it, it's going to be over to Gladiator Collectibles. He should still be streaming. Can one of my mods, Ben, he should still be streaming, right? I already have the redirect set up. So we're going to do a quick raid back over there. And maybe I'll buy a slot or two and something for you guys that are still watching me here for one of his races. And yeah, he still is going. Fish says he's still going. Ben says he's still going. Excellent. That's fantastic. So for you guys watching, we're going to raid over to Gladiator. That's Albert. Gladiator Collectibles here in a moment. But let's just talk about this. We'll wrap it up with this energy card here. Put it on our chart. We'll rate him, and I'll see if I can. I'm gonna probably try to grab a couple spots for maybe one of the races. And you guys might want to stick around over there, and I'll tell them. We gotta give these slots away to we gotta do a giveaway for a couple races in one of the slab battles. Far Out Genetics, real quick. Let me go full screen before I talk about this energy here. Far Out Genetics, member for 8 months. Appreciate you. Says Big Daddy Cactus. Didn't you say Big Daddy Cactus?
Daddy Cactus. I hate you, York. You made me do that. Flip's sake.
For flip's sake. All right. Appreciate you, Far Out Genetics. Yo, so this last energy we got here, it's just an energy card. I'm going to put it in the C tier, and I don't think there's much else I can say about this card. It's fine. Again, I start off the full arts and golds at a C. I argue if they should go up or down, and I'm going to leave it at C. I think it's solid. I think you'll be kind of like, oh, okay, we got the gold energy. Like, nice, but there's really not much else to say about it. So it's pretty chill. It's pretty okay. So, like that. Guys, as always, I appreciate you popping in here tonight. I know this was I didn't really give you guys a lot of advance notice for this art ranking stream tonight, so I do appreciate you all coming in here tonight, dropping the likes and everything. I appreciate all you guys that dropped like memberships and donos, Roche and Pokezone and Ben, you and Lindsay. I appreciate you both. Roche, I hope the polls and everything, if you're still watching, I hope the polls and everything go well for you tonight. Pull some good stuff for all your people. And like that, guys. So thank you all, 15 of you that dropped in. Let's go raid. This should redirect you for Gladiator Collectibles. Let's go raid them. I'm gonna try to get in there in a couple minutes, buy some slots, and let's be hyped for him for some more races over there. But thank you guys as always for tuning in, watching my videos and my streams, and I'll see you this Sunday. I will be opening up a booster box of Journey Together, so be ready for that. And I'm also gonna open up an ETB warm-up packs for myself. But let's go raid, say Crazy Cactus raid, and I'll see you over there in a few minutes. Peace.